Planning to start your own financial journey but is confused to basic financial terms or jargons? Keep watching and let me walk you through it. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rob and I help educate young Filipino adults about personal finance and development while documenting my 20s. So, ngayon, mag-headband muna ako kasi grabe yung breakout ko sa noo and yung hair ko affects my skin. And, hindi ko pa nakikita yung tamang skincare for me. So, until then, okay lang, makita nyo yung breakouts ko. There's no problem to it. But anyway, at this rate, I am uploading at least twice a month. I'm trying to upload kasi before when I was starting na at least once per week. Pero dahil nga I have a day job or a full-time job and we have our business running on the side. So, I can't keep up with it. So, yun, at least twice yung kaya kong i-commit per month. And I was reading your comments from the last episode. And let me just feature this quick because I feel validated and seen for what I'm doing here. It truly is my purpose. It's the core of this channel. So, thank you for your comments and kind words. For this episode, tuturuan ko kayo ng basic financial terms that could set you up to your own financial journey. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor or an expert in this field. So please do your own research and verify the information I share, okay? Let's get started. The first term you need to know is income o kita. Income is the money you earn from your job, side gigs, businesses, or passive sources like investments. Ito yung primary resource mo to cover your day-to-day expenses, savings, or investments. And it can be either active or passive. So we have two types, active income, passive income. When we say active income, ito yung perang kinikita natin kapalit ng services we provide. For instance, a full-time job, a side gig, or freelancing jobs. In simple terms, you trade your time and effort for money. And if we stop working, the income stops too. When we say passive income, ito naman yung perang kinikita natin with little to no active effort. Usually, ito yung passive investments like paupahan, online courses, or digital products, and or businesses na hindi ikaw directly yung nagpapatakbo. Passive income takes time to set up. But once it's running, it can generate continuous money or income for you without your presence. The second term you need to know is expenses o gastos. Expenses are outgoing costs like yung binabayad natin sa rent, groceries, bills, and other necessities. They can be fixed like your rent or they can be variable like your shopping. Fixed expenses are the costs that stay the same every month, like rent or subscription. Hindi masyadong nagbabago yung fixed costs, so mapipredict mo talaga yung budget mo for the next month. So, halimbawa, 3,000 yung rent ko this month. Halimbawa lang. So, alam ko, for the next month, na 3,000 pa rin yung rent unless I was told otherwise. Maaring tumaas ng konti, depende sa sitwasyon or like may inflation or whatever. But you will be prepared for the next. Kasi alam mo nga na almost the same lang yung fixed costs. When we say variable expenses naman, ito yung mga nagbabago like yung bills, groceries, and pwedeng tumaas or bumaba depende sa paggamit natin or sa pagbili natin. So halimbawa, ang bill mo for electricity this month is 2,000. So for the next month, depende sa gamit mo, pwedeng tumaas up to 2,500, 3,000, or pwedeng bumaba ng halimbawa 1,800, ganon. Variable yung expenses. The next term is savings o ipon. Kita mo yan. Savings is the money you set aside and don't spend. Ito yung portion ng income na itinatabi mo for emergencies, goals, or kung may goal ka mang bilhin sa future. Tapos, gagamitin mo na kung ready ka nang bumili. Narinig o nabasa nyo na ba yung phrase na money doesn't grow on trees? Well, I kind of disagree with that because savings is like planting a seed. You don't see the results right away, but over time, it grows into something valuable if you know how to save smart. I remember nga, sabi nung financial advisor ko sa akin, we hardly appreciate things we cannot see or touch because there's no instant gratification. And I think same goes with our savings. At the moment of saving kasi, hindi natin ma-appreciate kasi nga hindi natin magamit. Hindi natin siya pwedeng galawin, gano'n. But when time comes, makikita natin yung kahalagahan nito if we do it the right way. I hate to break it to you, but saving is supposed to be boring talaga. And I feel like isa yon sa reasons why a lot of people do not do it in the first place. I'm not sure. That's just my perception. But I have to emphasize that it is crucial as we age. So please pay attention to this as early as possible. Again, katulad ng parati kong sinasabi dito sa channel na to, it doesn't matter how much you save. What matters is you save consistently and you have the discipline to do it. Kasi at the end of the day, you will thank your future self no matter how much you save. Next is debt o utang. Debt is borrowed money that you must repay, usually with interest. Very helpful yung utang, especially sa large payments, but it can also cause financial strain kapag hindi natin na-manage ng maayos. Diba, ganun yung mga ginagawa kapag, halimbawa, bibili ng bahay or ng property or magpapatayo ng bahay or like bibili ng kotse. Diba, usually umuutang yan sa bangko, yung mga, I don't understand it yet, pero ganun, diba, umuutang para hindi mabigat sa atin. May dalawang types ng utang, bad and good. When we say good debt, ito yung utang na makatutulong sa atin para kumita ng pera. Halimbawa, umutang ako sa bangko ng 20,000 tapos may interest na 300 pesos per month. It's not the exact figures. Para simulan yung business ko. So ayan na. Kapag maayos kong na-manage yung business, over time, mababayaran ko yung inutang kong 20,000 kasama yung mga interest. So umutang ako para palaguin yung pera. Good debt. When we say bad debt, ito naman yung utang that doesn't increase the value of our money. Anong example? Umutang ako sa friend ko ng 10,000 pesos para makapag-travel o magbakasyon. After a month, dumating na si Judith. Siningil ako ng friend ko pero hindi nga ako makapagbayad kasi nga ginamit ko yung pera for fun or like entertainment purposes. Yung travel o bakasyon na ginawa ko didn't generate any returns for me. Umutang ako to have fun, not to increase the value of money. But of course, I'm not saying na bawal ka magbakasyon or to have fun, diba? This is not the point here. This is not to guilt trip you to wherever you spend your money. But as we say on this channel, you have to be responsible first and not be a burden to other people if you want to have fun, diba? Mahirap bumili ng lifestyle beyond your income. So, huwag kang bibili ng lifestyle kung hindi mo naman kayang panindigan, okay? The last term is investments o pamumuhunan. Sinearch ko pa yan kung anong Filipino term kasi hindi ko rin alam. Investments are money or assets put into something with the goal of making them grow or earning more money in the future. I'm sure na along the way, narinig nyo na yung mga terms na stocks, bonds, crypto, and marami pang ibang terms na mahirap intindihin katulad ng jowa mo. Hala. Pero hindi lang naman yun ang form ng investments. Business is a form of investment. When you purchase a property, investment yun. As long as hindi ka titira doon sa binili mong property o bahay. Kasi it will turn into a liability. Bakit? Kapag nakatira ka doon, it will not generate any money unless ipapaupa mo or ni-utilize mo siya for your business. But for the sake of titira ka lang doon, it's a liability, not an investment. Gets? Oh my God. Naputol yung recording. Struggle. But anyway, let's continue. Marami akong naririnig na, ay, bibili ako ng bahay kasi investment yun. It's not an investment if it does not generate any money. You can also put your money into high-yield savings account or digital banks like Maya. This is not sponsored. Pero yung Maya kasi ginagamit ko na talaga to dati pa eh. So ilang taon na, Paymaya pa lang siya, hindi pa siya Maya. So blue and light green pa siya. Alam ko talaga na reliable and may mga cashback promos pa sila before. So syempre may mga changes na ngayon. But anyway, di nga to sponsored pero syempre ni-recommend ko sa inyo. Di ko to i-gatekeep. And if you sign up using my link or code below, lalagay ko sa description, I think we'll both get 100 or 50? I'm not sure. But only if you're interested. Tapos ayun nga, imagine, maglalagay ka lang ng pera dun sa savings ng digital saving. So ayun nga, imagine, maglalagay ka lang ng pera dun sa savings ng digital bank mo. Tapos, makakuha ka na ng piso, 2, 3, depende sa amount na sinave mo. Tapos, multiply mo yun by 30 kasi nga, 30 days in a month. Tapos, i-multiply mo pa ng 365 kasi sa isang taon. Diba? Imagine gaano kalaki yung makukuha mong pera. Diba? Wala kang gagawin pero your money works for you. It's a form of investment talaga kasi as long as hindi mo gagalawin. Kasi the power of compounding will not kick in kapag binabawas-bawasan mo yung pera mo dun. Let it grow. When investing, time is a key factor kasi ito yung resource is a very valuable resource that can be bought by money. So I encourage you watching this episode to start as early as possible. Any form of investment, try mo lang. Meron sa GCash, parang bibili ka ng mga fund doon. You can start for as low as 50 pesos, ganun. O hindi to sponsored. Or yun sa Maya nga, ganun. You can try. You can always explore it yourself. Start small, huwag kayong ma-hype. It's important na maintindihan mo muna kung paano nag-work yung investment before you put a lot of money to it. Okay? Lastly, don't be afraid to invest in yourself. If you need to buy books or attend trainings or seminars, please do so kasi I will encourage you rin naman. Tapos try nyo rin minsan yung paid seminars or trainings kasi iba talaga yung experience ng paid sa mga free. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na lahat ng free ay walang substance pero makita mo yung difference na iba yung quality na makukuha mo sa paid seminars or trainings. But of course, hindi ko rin naman sinasabi na lahat ng paid seminars or trainings ay pare-parehas. So minsan okay lang, sakto lang. Minsan jackpot ka sa content or sa makuha mong learnings. Pero yun, see for yourself. Investing in yourself will cost you and it will not give you immediate income. Pero yung stack of skills and knowledge na makukuha mo doon can be a very powerful tool to generate more income and opportunities for you. So it's an indirect investment. Let me just check. Kasi nakaka-trauma naman ng recording na ito. So check ko lang yung camera from time to time kasi mitigil siya katulad kanina naputol. I hope may napulot ka sa episode na to. One thing or two na pwede mong magamit sa iyong own financial journey. If you found value in this episode, please hit the subscribe button and share this to your friends, relatives, or family members, or to someone who could benefit from this. And if you have questions about personal finance, or you just want to share something, please comment them below sa ating comment section, or you can slide DMs sa aking social media platforms, sa Facebook and sa Instagram. It's the same name na ginagamit ko dito sa YouTube channel ko na Rob Mondia. And I will try to converse with you as much as I can. Together, let's help more young Filipino adults manage their finances para maiwasan natin ang financial disaster as we age. That's it for this episode. See you on the next. Jane! Oh, 'di ba? May pa-spatula pa akong nalalaman. Actually, hindi ko naman to original idea. Kinuha ko lang din to sa ibang content creators na nakikita ko. Pero shout out to you, Sir Jan Ocampo. Sa kanya ko to nakuha. Gustong-gusto ko rin naman talaga magkaroon ng spatula when I was a kid kasi nga SpongeBob, ganun. But anyway, ganda 'di ba? Saka I'm just trying out things. Kasi may comment, parang may nabasa akong comment before na yung audio ko daw ang parang medyo So, try ko lang ilapit using this. Kasi before, nakakabit lang siya dito sa neck area ko. So, I hope mas okay yung audio ko this time for this episode. I don't know. You will be the judge kasi you are my audience. Let me know in the comments what else na pwede kong improve sa aking channel. Yan lang. Bye!